what do we have here? Alright, what's up guys? I figured I may as well start making, YouTube videos. I'm freaking sweating, as you guys can see. It's hot out here. I'm over in Florida and it's like 230 degrees out right now, but working on my car right now. You guys know it's a 2013 Subaru WRX. Had it for about 2 years now, but within the last couple of months it's been having like misfire issues. It's kind of dirty right now, but don't worry about all that. I've been having misfire issues for like the last 2-3 months. It doesn't misfire while I'm driving. It feels fine under boost, but at idle it tends to just misfire. For all you COD users out there, Subaru owners, you know that once it reaches like, I think it's like 40 misfire counts, then it throws the CEO. Mine goes all the way up to 100, so swapped out the spark plugs, swapped out the coils, swapped injectors. This misfire still stayed at cylinder 1. So I'm like, alright, so it's looking like it's a bottom end issue. And sure enough, I finally got around to doing a compression test, and cylinder 1 had about 25 psi of compression in it. So I'm like, heck, that's not good. While I had the spark plug out, I was like, may as well just do a leak down test. It doesn't take shit. You just hook up the machine, put it in the cylinder, and see where the smoke's coming from. So I did that. I was just looking around. I could smell the fluid and smoke from the machine. I'm like, okay, where's it coming from? Pop the cap open. Usually, if you guys don't know, if you pop the oil cap or disconnect the PVC and then you see smoke coming out, that's an indicator of something's going on with the bottom end. The piston rings aren't sealing, or something's going on with the crankcase. Usually it's the piston rings. If it's coming out of the intake, or if you hear hissing coming out of the intake, then normally that would mean that it's an intake issue. Yeah, don't look at the fucking cardboard. Don't worry about that. I have no fender liner because I decided to lower it. But yeah, if you see smoke coming out of the intake, then that's usually an intake valve issue. It's not sealing properly. Something's going on there. My issue, actually, I thought it was the ringland failure, but it doesn't seem to be. It didn't show signs of it. It does have a lost power, but under load, it's fine. It doesn't misfire or anything. So I'm smelling this. I'm smelling the smoke. I'm smelling whatever fluids in that machine. I don't know. I'm smelling it. I did all of this at work, but I go back in the shop and come back over, and I'm smelling it more. So I'm like, okay, where's this coming from? Because it's not coming out of the oil cap and it's not coming out of the intake. I wasn't thinking at the time, but I walked around the car, and sure enough, out of the tailpipe, it was just blowing smoke out. So I'm like, awesome. It's a valve issue. It's not the bottom end, so I don't have to buy a bottom end, but I do have to buy heads, or at least rebuild mine. And it's going to take forever for me to rebuild them because I've never actually rebuilt heads. I've done head work before, taking the valves out and stuff, but really this is my only car. So I figured may as well just swap out the heads with maybe slightly built heads, or at least ones that are ported and don't have valve issues. But yeah, you see it's an HKS exhaust all the way back. You probably can't see it, but HKS all the way from the downpipe, so I'm running Rev 9 front mount intercooler, pairing, I guess, intake, hot air intake. It's kind of down here away from the engine bay, and all the air kind of flows through there and hits it. The reason I have these cardboards, okay, is because no fender liner. It rains, so whenever it rains, the tire throws water up into the intake, and obviously that's a no-no. So I put that there just for now, until I figure out what I actually want to do with that. I'm running, actually, I think it's Monster Service. I think it's their spacers up front, hub-centric spacers, and then something blocks for the back one. The reason I swapped out the back for the whatever company that is I needed a slightly smaller spacer for the rear. because just any little bump it would rub. And I was really opposed to putting more camber in the rear than what's already on there, because I have tire wear, a lot of tire wear, and I really just did not want to put more camber in there. I mean, lowering a car, it comes with it, but I just figured it'd be easier to just get a smaller spacer, take some of the camber out, and that way I don't have any issues. And sure enough, I don't have any issues now unless I hit a pretty hard bump. But that's whatever. Neither here nor there. I'm actually in my parents' garage right now. But yeah, so I decided last night to pull. It was like 2 o'clock in the fucking morning. I'm pulling these headers off just to take a look at the valve and see what was going on there. Let's see if I can find my light here. Show you guys what's going on. Alright, she's a bit crusty under here. This is the alright, GoPro ended up dying. So they had lost battery power, but it's at like 24% right now. Anyways, my fucking flashlight is also dying. Oh my god. Anyways, pulled the headers off last night. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning. So this valve back there for cylinder 1 is not closing all the way. So this one does, and I can see the back of these, the head of the valves on this side for cylinder 3. But this one, the inner one closes, but it's a fucking flashlight. The outside one doesn't close all the way. So anyways, as I was saying, this is the oil temp and pressure line. My heat rep job was ass, so it ended up burning a hole through the wrap and then actually frying this line. So I gotta replace that eventually. Don't really care to do it right now, or pressure's fine, I hope. And then I also went and bought a new gasket and heat wrap and shit. I bought 3 things at AutoZone and it cost me $100. What the fuck? But this is some eBay up pipe that I bought. It's like, I think 2 inches for the opening, whereas the stock one's like 1.25 inches, I believe. I forget how big it is, but 3-inch NVIDIA downpipe, catless, and then it, you know, transitioned into the HKS all the way back. But it's it's a stock motor, so show you guys the headers. So right now I'm just kind of coating them in high temp heat coating. So I did I'm not actually sure if you're supposed to do this first and then heat wrap and then coat that, or just whatever. This is the way I did it. It's MA Performance headers. They're 431, I believe. So they're equal lengths. I immediately noticed a difference when I threw this on the car. I had the stock Subaru unequal lengths headers on there, and they were fine. Obviously, I bought the car for the Rumble. I fucking love the Subaru Rumbles, but I'm shooting for power now, so, or at least a little bit more power. I already have a Grimspeed JB400 turbo to throw on, shit for flex fuel and all that other stuff, but now I have this issue with the valves. Once I figure this issue out, then I can focus on throwing that other turbo on. And then I found a place in Orlando that has an all-wheel drive dyno, and they specialize in Subaru, so I think I'm gonna take it there. But I'll look around for somewhere else prior to that, or before I go through with that choice. Let's see, what's this? All right. Anyways, I'm back. I already went ahead and wrapped this header. As you can see, I started to run out of heat wrap, but it is what it be. I'll have more at the shop. I'll just throw that on tomorrow, maybe Friday when I'm off. Blah blah blah. Whatever. Anyways, it's wrapped, ready to go back on, but I have to clean the mating surfaces because the gasket that's on there just yeeted itself. So that would explain the exhaust leak that I was hearing. I couldn't really tell where it was coming from, but that would explain it. So clean those surfaces and clean underneath the car. I also have to add the rest of this on there. Not sure how much is left. Probably enough for 2 coats. Maybe that should be good enough. I don't know. We're gonna see. Not gonna come under here. I don't have a light. My phone died. Everything's freaking dying right here. Maybe I'm next. One can hope, right? But it's freaking light. You see the gas that's on there, it's broken over here. And this one's fine actually. Should I replace that? I don't know. And yes, it looks gross under here. When I put oil in there, I don't use a funnel, so I end up spilling it. So I'll take care of that and clean it. But yeah, so I don't know if you can see that. I can't tell. I mean, that valve seal's leaking. And so is the one back there. You probably can't see that one, but whatever. Once that's done, then I will update you guys and give you guys a start on the car and let you hear how the HKS sounds. But yeah. This is actually something I didn't do the first time I put the heat wrap on. So maybe that affected it, maybe not. I don't fucking know. I'm no professional. I just do this for fun, I guess. I don't know. And I'll also throw some more those metal stainless steel, I guess zip ties you'd call them. And I put one here, and then I don't really need it here, nor do I really need it there, because all of that's like tight, but as a safety precaution. And as you can see, I used a normal zip tie there because I ran out of metal ones. So that should be fine. It's heat wrapped. It shouldn't really cause an issue. And I only have it on there until I get to work. Then I can swap that out for a metal one. But yeah, I'll get back to this once I'm done. I'm actually glad I bought these freaking this set of 3 brushes, bristle brushes. So this one's brass. I think the black one's nylon, and then this is like, what is it? Steel? Yeah, stainless steel. Focus. Anyways, but yeah, it's making pretty good work of this. I don't know what this crusty shit is on here, but I figured if I use the brass one, then I don't have to worry about scratching the surface as much. Brass is a little softer than steel. Or actually, this is aluminum. It's aluminum heads. Which one's stronger? I don't know. Whatever. But as long as I can get this cleaned up, we'll be okay. Alright. Actually, I'm gonna stop this music. Alright, as you can see, it's a lot better now. I mean, it still looks pretty, it's pretty gross on camera. It's not, it's pretty smooth. Yeah, this portion here is still kind of gross, but it's a lot better than what it was, so pretty sure that's gonna seal. I checked the other side's fine. So now I get to struggle. We're putting these headers back on. Let me tell you, these MA Performance headers, putting those on and taking them off, Jesus Christ. I'd rather fucking... Let me get these headers off. Probably put the gasket up here. Why do I have a giant exhaust leak? That would be fucking wild. Alright. Stay. Fucking cunt. Oh, buddy. A bunch of pops and stuff in the background. It's 4th of July. Alright. I hate it here. I fucking hate it here. You can't, like, okay, alright. Buy a Subaru. It'll be fun. It's not fucking fun. That's how it came off. It kind of. Ah! Bitch! Bada bing, bada boom. It's done. That only took forever. That was mad annoying. Like, you guys don't understand. Maybe you do if you own a Subaru and have equal wings. But pretty sure most of you guys are smarter than me and have already drilled out the whole. I had these headers off twice already, and I fought with them and just did not think about enlarging those holes. But anyways, they're back on, so I'll give you guys a startup. It's tuned on torque performances stage 2 tuning. I wasn't able to like get a revision or anything because at the time the EPA started their whole nonsense on tuning and whatnot, so Eric didn't really want to like, you know, do any e-tuning until he got everything figured out. But yeah, so I'm still running off that, just kind of like Cobb's off-the-shelf tuning, but it's torque performances, so it feels a lot better than Cobb's tune. I tell you what, no like disrespect to Cobb or anything, but it feels a lot better as far as drivability and everything. So yeah, I'll give you guys I'll probably put it back on the ground and then give you guys a startup, but yeah, give me a second. Look at my hands. Look at this tire. I still got, what, 50,000 left on this? That's crazy. Car's kind of low if you can't tell. Oh my god. Anyways, I have new wheels and stuff. The last one actually shows up tomorrow, so I have this taken care of. I'll put new tires on here. I actually don't know what I'm going to do with these wheels. Actually, I had there's a 97 Legacy, I believe, the Outback, LB, whatever it's called, and bought that, lowered it, fixed some stuff on it, actually sold it to the guy at the shop, and now he's looking for a different car, so I might end up getting that car back, and I'll probably throw these on. I don't remember if it's the same ball pattern, which would be 5x100. It's pretty much every fucking Subaru except for like STIs. Those are 5x114 normal. So, but yeah, let me get this on the ground and get you guys a startup. Look at this. Static life. My car's not even like, it's low, but it's not even like crazy low. I want to go lower, but all right, she's on the ground. It's not that low. She's okay. But yeah. What I was saying, it's 4th of July. I think I can capture anything right now. Of course, I go to record and then no one does anything. But anyways, you guys really want to see. Of course, I turn my back and something happens. Ugh, where's my keys? Pretty sure I have. Ooh, you know what I forgot? Check this out. I was gonna start it. I'm a fucking idiot. Oh, you guys can't see it. Let me grab it for you. Damn it. Yeah, that wouldn't have been good. That was on the crank pulley. That's what I was using to rotate the motor and see what the fuck was going on with the valves. But yeah, so set you guys up and we'll get that started. usually above 1,000 RPM, it doesn't show any roughness readings, but I need to turn this off. It's extremely loud in this freaking garage. Also, that exhaust noise is gone now, so I'm guessing the gasket definitely was an issue. But yeah, so still gotta figure out what day I'm gonna pull this freaking motor out. I gotta find heads, maybe slightly build, maybe not. I'm ready for a shower. I'm covered in fiberglass. I'm sweating. I stink. The car's back together so I can get to work in the morning. Whatever. But all right. Guess I'll catch you guys in the next one, whenever that's gonna be. I don't have much content to actually film, and I don't want to give you guys any like garbage or anything. So, yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what the next video is. Probably next video is probably gonna be me pulling out the motor, getting everything situated. Yeah. Well, I'll let you guys know what happens.